Hey everyone, welcome to the Cinch Stallion Stakes here in Las Vegas. I'm Amy Wilson. We're at the EQN Sports desk, driven by Holiday Auto Group. Coverage is presented by Ranch Fuel, and we get to welcome back Debbie Crafton. You've been a regular here at the sports desk.
I have, yes. It's good to see you.
Great
it's been
to see
Drew
you.
And I miss Drew, but I'm glad to see you.
Well, you have done amazing, and so there's a lot to talk about with what you've accomplished here. We were just trying to add up how much you've won so far. That number is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Yeah, we won a lot of money at this show, so very exciting. Vegas has dang sure delivered. It was awesome.
Yeah. First place, $22,000. You also won third. That was $12,000. Fifth, $67.50. You placed in some go-arounds, so did amazing all the way through. You were showing 5 horses. You made the finals on 4. Talk about how impressive that is.
Oh, it's Debbie Crafton style. You got to show a lot of horses, Can't come to the horse show with 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was great. Actually, 3 of the 5 I showed I hadn't had very long. So that was a little bit, add a little more challenge to it. But, yeah, great horse show. Really proud of all the horses. And it was a great finals. And, yeah, just really thankful to be here and have them.
Your daughter was actually joking that she's the reason that you won. You do a lot. Of course, your horse operation is very family-oriented, but you truck, so you drive a truck, you have a hay business. So your daughter was helping you get your horses ready for this show, but kind of take us through all that. What was the last couple of weeks like?
Yeah, so we truck a lot of hay south to Texas, and DJ was loping and schooling horses for me while I was gone on the truck, because generally when I go on the truck, I'm gone for a couple days. I usually go to Texas or South Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. So it's a day down, get unloaded, reloaded, come back. It's 2 days, and then generally we go up to Denver to unload. So, there's another half a day, 3/4 of the day there. So DJ and Tucker were, handling horses. DJ was schooling horses for me while I was gone, and thank God for them kids to help me out like that. So it was a very busy last couple weeks because we had a lot of hay to move, and everybody was needing feed down south, and so I had to go, and it just all came together. Kids did a great job. The horses were amazing. It just all come together.
And obviously, you love this. It's a huge passion for you. You put in all the work, and then you show up, and you're just amazing with your horses. And you mentioned 3 of them you don't know that well. How did you capitalize on what they could do so well to show them the way that you did? Yeah,
so the 2 that made the finals, I got off of Sean and Tammy Hayes at Celebration, so at Fort Worth. But I just tried to get to know them while I was at home. And then, of course, I've rode behind Sean and Tammy before. So these guys, both them horses feel really good to me. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of found out where their strong points were, got to know each other. We really came together even more as this week, this past 2 weeks went on. And I'm really looking forward to the future showing those 2. Yeah. So, they were very good.
So at these shows, do you watch horses and pick out ones you like and then try to buy them, or how does that come about?
Actually, I wasn't even looking to buy anything at Fort Worth. Sean just happened to say, hey, do you know anybody looking for some Derby horses? Debbie's always looking. She's always watching. I says, well, what you got? And he showed them to me, and I just kind of liked them, and it just kind of fell together. Those horses that'll stand out, and as you see them throughout their career, and then pretty soon when they come available, maybe you're ready to buy one.
Yeah, exactly. I know you have to be excited about the future, too, because you've really developed your breeding program. Your kids help you start the young ones, and then obviously with your training. So you have a lot of horses on your place. What are some that you're really excited about?
Yeah, so DJ and Tucker are starting the 2-year-olds now, and so that's pretty exciting to have them kids. Tucker especially is just an incredible little hand with them 2-year-olds. Our colts aren't touched much, so they're a little wild and little Brombies, and he just has so much finesse and ability with them young green horses like that, and DJ too. I've got some 2-year-olds by SJR Some Kind of Rock Star, and also some 2-year-olds by Doing a Little Time. I've got a couple 3-year-olds by Doing a Little Time that I'm looking forward to showing here soon. It's exciting, and they're out of mares that we've shown primarily. Some are out of ranch mares, but others are out of mares that we've shown. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for the future and what we might be able to produce.
You mentioned the colts haven't been touched much. Is that on purpose?
It is, yeah. We foal outside and we just let them be horses for the first year or so, year and a half, and we'll halt to break them and hand them a little bit, but they're not really gentle by any means. And then with 2-year-olds, we'll bring them in and start gentling them down and get them started.
I know you love ranch work, working cows, obviously training horses. Then you get to show up to a place like the South Point in Las Vegas, show them, win a lot of money. I think you're already over $100,000 for the year.
Yeah.
So that's an exciting number too. But how cool is it that you get to combine all of that?
It is so cool. It is such a blessing to be able to do what we love, and as an everyday, this is our job, and yet it is our passion and our love. All of it, everything that I do. I love to drive a truck, and so I'm blessed to do that. I have a huge passion for big semi trucks, and so to be able to do that, and then do my horses and have it all come together, and just praise God that it works the way it does. I swear, without the big man upstairs, I couldn't do this. He puts those horses in front of me and gives me the ability to ride them, and I just. It's like a fairy tale dream, really. When you look at it, we are so blessed and we are so lucky, and to be able to do it with my kids and my family. My husband, my oldest boy, they all drive a truck. My middle-aged boy, which nobody's ever seen, but he can ride and he drives a truck, and so we share that passion with the trucks, and then DJ Tucker and Lori and I, and the horses, and even JT and whatnot, all the passion with the horses, and life has just been a huge blessing. It's amazing. I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, what a blessed life. Well, speaking of family, you have some family here, so you're going to stick around today, hang out, and watch the finals, right?
Yeah. So my brother Jeff flew in with my mom and dad, and then my aunt, my dad's sister, and her husband Gordon. They flew in from California, so we have a bunch of family here. It's pretty exciting. They don't generally get to come to these big events.
Yeah.
So it was fun to have them fly in, and we're gonna hang out and watch some open derby.
Yeah. Well, you put on a show for them. I think we should take a look at some of what Debbie did. 220 in the herd, a 216.5 in the rein, and a 215 in the cow. That's what we're taking a look at. So tell us all about BOOT SCOOTIN FLO in this run here.
Yeah. So this little mare, she's just such a cow horse. She was so good out of the herd in the prelims and the finals, and I just have so much confidence on her on a cow. These little heifers, I was second out on her. Wasn't quite sure what to expect out of these little heifers. Their bigger sisters that the open guys were going down the fence on were pretty rank. And so I stayed up here for a little bit and just made sure that this cow would take a hold of me, and trying to get a feel for if it was going to run off or if it would have head, and it was a little bit dumb here. I was trying to get it to kind of pay attention and want to drive around and really take a hold of my horse. But this mare, she can really run. I know she won't get outran. And so we just wanted to be real smooth here. We knew we were sitting in a good spot and just be real smooth and have a good run. So she had a real good first turn there. This heifer kind of falls off of me right here. So we just decided we'll step up here and get circled and get the best out of this that we can. So it was a nice little heifer and allowed us to have a nice little run.
Yeah, great run. And your horse is so cute.
She is. She's such a good little mare and such a little cow horse. So I was proud of her.
Oh, this is awesome. So a 215 there in the cow, 216.5 in the rein, 220 in the herd, as I mentioned. So $22,000 for first. A very exciting win. I wanted to touch on, you mentioned those heifers being small. I heard someone joke yesterday that they just came from being tie-down calves, which obviously is a joke. But I want you to explain, because I personally don't know, what difference does the size make for you guys?
Well, these little gals, they're small enough. They're probably that 5.5 weight type heifers. So we kind of look at them, and they're still calves. So they really don't know where they're going.
Okay.
They're not as developed and as mature as like their big sisters, the open guys were going down the fence on. Those there were weighing like 775,
Yeah.
So they're just a little older and going to have a little bit more heart, a little more try. They had a lot of run. Them open guys, dang sure, experience some run out of them girls. But yeah, the younger the calves are, they just act more like calves. They'll be a little squirrelier, kind of like that heifer did there. She went down the fence good, but then sets up and then falls off of me. Just not sure where she's going and didn't have a whole lot of try to her. So yeah, that's kind of the difference there. But it was a nice little finals heifer.
Yeah, definitely. So is that something you practice at home with all different sizes of cattle?
Actually, yeah, I work a little of everything.
Yeah.
Cattle are so high, whatever we can get.
Exactly.
I've got Corianis at home. I've got old Bulldog and Steers at home. And then, I'll slip around and try to buy some, anywhere from your 5 weight to 7.5 weight cattle. And sometimes we're even on bigger cattle, like pushing 1,000-pounders. So, but I think, with the variety, obviously I buy what I can afford and what might work, but with the variety it allows us to be prepared for what we're going to get at the horse show, because honestly we might get some ear one day and then we might get some little English cattle the next, and heifers, steers, what have you. So it's it's nice to have a variety.
Yeah, feel prepared, and obviously kind of an advantage because you know that you can work anything.
Absolutely. Yeah. But that way our horses are prepared, especially on you get them big old Bulldog and Steers, they have no head. And then you get a little light calf that has a ton of head. So it really allows them horses to learn the different styles of cattle and to adjust. And that's truly what a cow horse is supposed to do, is adjust to whatever cow is the raunchy cow that got away, on the ranch.
Yeah, really be able to read one.
That's right.
Perfect. Well, you were the highest score in the prelims in the herd work and the cow work. I mentioned 4 horses made the finals. So before we wrap this up, take us through those horses and some of the highlights of this show.
Yeah, so, of course, BOOT SCOOTIN FLO was a 222 in the prelims. Was really proud of her there. SJR SUMKINDA MIST was a 218. I really love that mare and have a lot of confidence on her out of the herd as well. In the finals, Covered Up Smoke really started to come together and figure me out, and I just felt really confident on him on a cow. Was really proud of him down the fence yesterday. I just really felt good about him. And Kit Kat Lynx tried to be so good out of the herd, and we got ran over, but started off on a really good cow. He was trying. I just very proud of my girls that I've had. They just continue to build confidence. We continue to become more and more of a team. And just really excited about them 2 geldings that I've got. Looking forward to going to the Derby.
Yeah.
And we'll all be a little bit more prepared for each other then, and hopefully we have a good show there.
Well, you had an amazing show here, but we are wishing you the best of luck and all that. Thanks for coming up. It's been fun to have you here at the sports desk multiple times.
Yeah, thank you. I'm loving it. It's great.
Yeah, lots of winning for Debbie Crafton. A big congratulations. $1 million rider. She's here at the Cinch Stallion Stakes, and it was fun to check out all of her highlights. We will continue to bring you more. I'm Amy Wilson. We're here at the EQN Sports Desk, driven by Holiday Auto Group, and coverage is presented by Ranch Fuel.